Well, hello, ladies. Glad to have you here and that you have tuned in to come find out about 12 codependent behaviors. All right, so why do I want to talk about this? This is what I do as a life coach. These are my people. These are the clients that I love to work with, specifically ladies, women is who I love to work with. And so how do you know if you're codependent? Because it's interesting. I have a lot of people that aren't familiar with codependency. I want to let you know, I got familiar with codependency almost 20 years ago. And how I came across it was that I started attending Al Anon meetings. And so, because I've had a loved one in my life, I've had quite a few loved ones in my life that have struggled with addictions. And so, in my mind, I was going to these meetings because I was going to be the helpful wife, the one that's going to help him while he gets through all this stuff, because he's the one with the problem, not me. What I come to find out was that I had my own demons I needed to deal with. That every time we're looking at somebody else and thinking, oh, they have this addiction, they have this issue, they have this problem, we really need to stop and look within ourselves and see what's coming up for us. And so this is why I love working with women, to teach them, to show them that they can become the leading lady in their life. You truly can be the leading lady. And a leading lady doesn't mean that she doesn't have a leading man. No, you do. You can have a leading man or you can't have a leading man. It's totally up to you. But what I want to offer you is I want to show you the way of looking at things so that you can get what you want out of your life. So you are showing up how you want to show up. Your relationships are starting to become deeper and mean more than they ever have before. And that's what I help women do. So let's talk about these codependent behaviors. So these are a list of 12. This is actually something that I've created. So this isn't something from somewhere else. I've done a lot of research. Like I said, over 20 years ago, I learned about codependency and done a lot of personal growth myself. I've done a lot of counseling I've had, group therapy, one-on-one coaching that I've done for myself. And I am taking all of this information and all these resources and things that I've learned, and I want to share them with you. I want to add value into your life. So if any of these things resonate with you, I hope that you will explore the possibility of maybe having codependent behaviors in your life and figuring out how you want to now start to show up in your life and what that looks like for you. Because let me tell you, I'm not just going to share these behaviors with you and then leave you hanging that, oh, this is it. There's no going back. This is all you get. Nope. For every single behavior we're going to explore for the next 4 weeks, I am going to break these down and I'm going to put in a counterpart behavior of something that you could choose to develop if you want to. But this is the interesting thing. You can try it on like a new dress, like you would, right? You'd have say, obsession is one. And so you have obsession, then I could give you a new behavior. You could try it on. But unless you dive in deep to why the obsession is coming up for you, you're only trying on that dress and it's never going to become permanent of who you are. And so what I do as a coach is I help you explore that so we can get into it coming up for you in your own words so that it becomes something of what it is that you want in your life so you can start showing up in the way you want to show up. All right, so let's explore these behaviors. And again, one of the things I love to talk about is it's not bad or good. These are just behaviors. These are just things, right? And a behavior is usually formed from a belief we've had. And so we have a belief about something. We choose this behavior because we want a certain feeling to meet a need. That's usually the kind of the reasons why we do habits and behaviors in our life is because the emotion comes up and this emotion fills that need or want that we have. So I want to tell you something. These behaviors of codependent ladies are the short game. I teach you the codependent habits in the long game to become that lady. Because if we're always playing the short game meaning that this is just in this instance right here, I'm not looking at the future. I just want what's right here, right now, instant gratification. If you're playing in that field, you're never going to hit the long game. And I want to show you how to hit that long game. I want to show you how to create that so that that long game is winning every time. So here's the short game. All right, so these first three codependent behaviors that I talk about are obsession, control, and denial. So this first category are things that the codependent sees in others. So this is stuff we see in others. We don't see this in ourselves. We think this is somebody else. Somebody else have obsession, they have control over me, or they have denial of what their problem is. So this is, as a codependent, we see this in other people. We don't see it in ourselves, but we do have it within ourselves. And that's what we want to explore. All right, the next three right here is unclear boundaries, complying, and being reactive. These are ways that we communicate. This is how we communicate with people in our lives. So communicate, right? So this is how we see others. This is how we communicate. These three behaviors, unclear boundaries, comply, reactive. So we react right away. Again, that short game, right? We react right away. We don't sit and absorb it and think about it and process stuff. We react, we comply. Instead of having an opinion about something, we want to just comply because we want to keep the peace. We have unclear boundaries. Sometimes we're high, sometimes we're low, sometimes we're like everybody in, everybody out. We don't have clear boundaries of what we want. All right, the next three right here are things that you're going to see, right? So people pleasing, because I do talk about codependency or people pleasing behaviors. And one reason I do that is because people can relate to people pleasing. They know what that is, but codependency, they're not quite sure on it. And so people pleasing, dependency, and caretaking. These are things that we think are the solution. This is us playing the short game, guys, ladies. I say guys, I know, but I mean ladies. So this is us making everything okay. This is what we believe is going to make everything okay. Is if we people please, if we dependency, meaning that we are nothing without them. So if you have loved ones in your life and as they get older, let's say they're your children and they start to leave and you feel like there's a void, like there's nothing that you value without them, that's that dependency, that's that attachment. And then that caretaking, and we use the caretaking on a whole different level. So a lot of times with people with codependency, caretaking is one of that control issue and obsession. We actually use caretaking in that sense. So we're like, well, I did this for you. Well, I don't know why they're being so, I'm trying to do all these great things for somebody, right? Trying to make somebody else happy, pleasing somebody else and not ourselves. So we are in that caretaking. So these three things right here are in that category of this is what we think is going to make everything okay. Again, playing the short game, not the long game. These are things that we believe we are broken. So this category right here, I'm going to go like this. We think we're broken. We can't be fixed. Low self-esteem. Problem with intimacy. Now, this is an interesting one. People go, well, no, I love to hug and give loves to people. That's right. You love to give to everybody, but you have a hard time receiving it. When somebody wants to give you love, you don't want to receive it. It hurts. It actually almost hurts sometimes, possibly. So that is problem with intimacy. Painful emotions. The emotions feel so real and so painful. And that is something that you think you're broken. Something must be wrong with me because I'm feeling this way. Not everybody's feeling like this, so something's wrong with me. So that is that painful emotions that we experience. So these 12 behaviors, if you can relate to any of them on that, out of each one, like if you think people pleasing is definitely something, you know, and you're not quite sure about if it's dependency or caretaking is part of it, then that would be kind of categorizing you into that codependent behavior. If you find that in this right here, you've just seen one of them, you're like, I don't really receive hugs very well from others, from other loved ones, that's a hard time for me. There might be something there in that for you. And again, these are behaviors that I've compiled that are in different categories on the way that we as codependents show up in the world and how we are viewing things at that time because of a belief system we have, because we believe that's the way to fix it, because we are so focused on walking on the eggshells, the short game, we aren't even willing to look at the long game. The reason why my relationship isn't for just right now. My relationship is for always. So why don't I take some time back and actually create relationships that mean long term, not just the short game? If you find that you are leaving relationships, that you're wanting to escape relationships all the time, that you want to change your jobs constantly because you're not satisfied with where you're at, that you go from one activity to another activity because you're trying to find something that means more to you, that is because you're having behaviors that are stuck in the short game. And as your coach, I want to show you how to create those things, behaviors, new behaviors that create the long game so that you are in it for the long haul. You're enjoying every little bit of that emotion, that exhilaration right then until the end of the end, until your end. That is what I'm talking about here. So realize these behaviors, these codependent behaviors that I shared, each one of them have their own kind of backstory to them, their own meaning to them, and maybe some of these resonate with you. And I want to let you know that I'm going to share with you 12 behaviors coming up that are all about the long game, that are all about becoming that leading lady, not just that instant gratification right then and there, walking on the eggshells there, feeling overwhelmed right now. Does that sound like fun? Does that sound like where you want to be? I want to show you that there is so much more that you can have, what is possible, right? This is something that maybe you're experiencing now, but I want to show you what is possible. So if any of these relate to you, you are in for a ride for me to share with you some other things. But I want you to know that I'm going to share with you some stuff that hopefully is going to add some value that you can be able to take and bring it into your life in ways that can work for you. But if you really want that long game, if you really want those deep, needed relationship, then you need to talk to me about being your coach, because I want to show you that it is possible, that it's not only possible, that it's inevitable, that when you change these behaviors, that you are going to get exactly what you want in your long game. And it's going to be worth it, and it's going to feel so good and so sweet. All right, ladies, you take care of yourself, and we will talk to you later. Bye.